I could have
take that
trusted
line?
downwind because I can carry that. It's about 296 to the fairway. And if there's any down, I mean, I carry my driver with a solid one, right around 290 to 295. And then I have adrenaline too. But the problem was before the playoff, when we played it in regulation, only 10 minutes prior, it was actually an into the wind hole, off the right, and we got back out there and it was straight downwind. So it had just done a complete flip. And if it was died down or any down, it was no surprise DJ was going to take it. It was just going to be very difficult for me to trust that in those 10 minutes we just had a complete stoppage and flip of the wind. Looking back, I needed to take that chance with a bowl pin, knowing DJ's obviously plenty fine hitting it there.
All right, Doug.
From based on your percentage on putts you mentioned yesterday, what would you call the one on 16? So it looked like it snaps pretty good left.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. What threw my speed off a little was it was bowed a little. So I had an uphill putt, but right after the hole, it started to go downhill, and it was fearful enough to not want a 3-footer coming back, and thinking I could just knock it in with die speed, and I was just barely off on the speed, but percentage. Yeah, I thought I was over 50% there for sure. I was very confident stepping up, and I hit a putt the way I wanted. When you get putts like that towards the end of the day on Poa Annua, it could just be a matter of which kind of footprint it took. These were some of the best Poa Annua greens I've ever putted on in my life, but they're still dicey at the end of the day.
And secondly, did it surprise you at all when he laid up on 18?
I was surprised, yeah, because I knew the pin was back further than it was on Friday. Therefore, it was pitched a little, which would have given him room had he just got it into a bunker or even in the rough. I would have tried to go for it, but I didn't see his lie. I didn't walk over and see his lie. But the way the wedge came out, it came out as if he would have been okay. In his mind, he didn't think he could hold the green at all. Because I asked him about it. He didn't think he could hold the green. If it lands on, it's going to bound over. And if it's short in the rough, he thought he could get it closer with a wedge, given the up and down. But I would have tried to, get it into a bunker, and then it would have been a little easier shot.
When did you ask this?
When we were in scoring.
Okay, a couple more right here.
Jordan, you had the fantastic putt on 17, followed by a 70-footer to 2 feet on 18. Can you just take us through a little bit that final putt coming down from the rough? It looked like you had the right speed, but maybe it had read a little bit further
Yeah, it
to
was
the left.
tough. I just needed the right bounce. It was going to be kind of pure luck if it was going to go in or not, just given it's coming out of the first cut. But I didn't think chipping it's any better because it's landing on, it's just so tough to get the right speed. And you never count yourself out. DJ's putt was breaking left. It's beat up around the hole. Everyone's had the putt from where he is. He could hit a good putt, and it could miss the hole completely. And so I needed to putt that with the right speed if it happens to go in. The thing is I read the putt to be very straight. But what I didn't account that much for is that it threw it off over a cup before it even got to the green, just out of the rough and onto the fringe. So if that rolls straight through there, then, it's got a chance.
All right, let's go Steve and then Mike.
Will it take you very long to get over this?
No. I didn't lose this tournament. He won it, So played well. Game feels good. And I recognized a couple tendencies that I got into in my swing towards the end of the round that prevented me from hitting great iron shots like I did before. So I know what to kind of work on. But I feel really good about my game. I had, 2 great putting days, and then I had, one bad putting day and one very average. So just get the putting more consistent.
All right, Mike.
Jordan, how'd you feel about the crowds today? They were pretty loud. Did you feel like it was 50-50 out there?
Yeah, I thought, whenever I thought they were for me, then something would happen with him, and everybody, it seemed like everyone was rooting for him, and then it flipped back. So it seemed 50-50, yeah. I think everybody wanted, a fight to the end, and I think the way that it played out, if I were a fan, I would have been, obviously very pleased with the way this tournament went. But, it's very difficult holding a lead on a difficult golf course when the guy you're playing with goes bogey free and doesn't even really sniff a bogey and shoots 4 under. So, hats off to DJ, but no surprise either.
All right, let's take the last one.
I hope
Doug.
this isn't absurd, but given your relationship with DJ, when he has a putt in regulation that is on the right side and goes in on the left side of the cup, and it's a great putt, what's going through your head? Are you annoyed, or is there any part of you that appreciates it, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't rooting for him to make that putt. So when he hit it, yeah, I was just thinking, I didn't know if he was going to go firm or soft. I didn't know if he was going to try and give himself a chance to lip it in or try and take some more breakout. Again, the greens are, sometimes it's better to have a little speed on them right now. But about 3 feet out, I thought it was high from my angle, and I was 90 degrees, so it's hard to tell. But I thought it was missing high, but his body language was hanging in. I'm like, does that really still have a chance? And then it came around and lipped in, and my initial thought was I just did that exact same thing to him on the hole before. So you can't think too much of it. And then I had to go knock mine in.
Jordan, best of luck next week in
Thanks,
Boston.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.